Hi, today's Serve Craft project is a fireworks etching. It's a really fun project and it can be done in a really simple way. The materials you're going to need are a white piece of paper, tag board or a heavy paper, nothing light. You're going to need crayons, regular crayons, black tempera paint, a paintbrush, and shish kebab sticks are best, but today I have toothpicks, which also work okay. You're going to be using these for the etching part. So the first thing you're going to do, as you notice here in my fireworks picture, you can see all these colors underneath. The colors were made just by putting crayon down first. So you're going to take your crayons and you can create any kind of design on your paper. It could be a rainbow, it could be shapes, but you want to use really bright colors. You can use any crayon color except black. So when you're pressing, you're going to cover the whole thing, and the key is to press really hard with the crayon so that you don't have any white showing. So it needs to look really dark like this, almost as it looks like paint or marker. What you don't want is students to color in lightly like this, or to have spaces between. Because what you're doing here is you're building a layer of wax to resist the paint. So if there's white showing, the black paint is going to soak right into the paper. So what you should end up with is something that looks like this, so that you can see that there's no white, it's completely covered. Once you have your paper completely covered, you're then going to take black tempera paint and paint right over it. You're going to paint right over the picture like this. You can do 1 or 2 layers. Just make sure that you cover all the color. Okay? Pressing lightly. They don't need to put globs of paint. A little bit of paint goes a long way. Just make sure you're brushing it over. If you do the paint too thick, it's going to flake off. So make sure that students aren't putting big chunks of paint on it. Okay, so it'd be something like this. Now I have here one that's already been dry. It's really important that your name is on the back because they're all going to look the same. So once it's dry, you're going to paint this whole thing, then put it aside to dry. It should dry in about 15 minutes. Once this is dry, you're then going to take your toothpicks or your shish kebab sticks and start your etching. So you can plan on the side first on a scrap piece of paper how you want your drawing, or you can just start directly etching. The great thing is if you make a mistake, all you need to do is just paint right over it with the black paint. So when you do your etching, the trick with this is the more you scratch, the brighter your picture is going to be. So here's how I made, there's one little design. That looks okay, but if I do another design where I do a little more scratching, making my lines a little bit thicker, you'll really get more of a colorful, beautiful picture. Like that. So you could really start to see the colors underneath. You can hold your paper this way or this way. Again, the more you scratch, the more colors you can see. And that's it. Enjoy.